Hello everyone, my name is General Fancy Pants, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This time, we'll be playing The Dark Eye Chains of Satinav. This game was developed by Daedalic Entertainment, and I have played a couple of their games, and have Let's Played them, and like The Whispered World and Edna and Harvey's New Eyes. Both excellent games, and I would highly recommend them. I haven't actually played through this game, except for maybe about, I don't know, half an hour maybe, just to kind of get an idea of how the game plays, and it pretty much plays exactly like any of the other Daedalic Entertainment games, where left click is to interact with an object, right click is to view it and inspect it further, and spacebar is to highlight various objects. This game is a little bit different, seems like a little bit kind of darker almost. I'm not sure, maybe not, but that's just the impression I got. Than like The Whispered World, let's say, or Edna and Harvey, but I guess there are darker elements in those games too. But first off, let's go to the main menu and check out the settings. Let's see here. I saw the HD video here, or I see it, and we'll see how well that records. I don't know how choppy it'll be between recording and then the HD video. I'll leave it for now, and if it seems like it's getting too choppy, I'll take that off. The volume, I think, is okay. Let's drop the voices maybe just a little bit. There's something else in here that I saw. Let's see, subtitles is fine, hotspots, that's fine. That's just hitting the space bar. Combinations indicator, what's this? Visual indicator if relevant interaction between item and hotspot is possible. That's very interesting, okay. In action, when hovering the cursor over a hotspot on the screen, the color of the object name indicates whether relevant interactions with the object are still possible. Blue, no action has been performed. White, relevant actions are still possible. Gray, all required actions have been performed. That's gonna be really helpful. I didn't even like look at these when I started playing. So that's gonna be really helpful, because then I will know that once I do something and I've done it to completion, the whatever I'm interacting with presumably will turn gray. But anyway, I just wanted to check a few of these settings, and so far I think the music is absolutely beautiful in this game. I kind of like this kind of music, just kind of the soft music. Oh, whoops. That was my previous game. Apologies, I didn't mean to return to game. I want to start a new game. Pretend you never saw that. New game. Yes. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, fancy pants. Oh, fancy pants. Okay. This is a little different. A challenge for... I can pick kind of the difficulty. Casual adventure for new adventures. A help feature. All help features will be enabled. And a challenge for experienced adventurer. All help features will be disabled, but they can be reinstated in the settings menu. Which means that basically, I don't know if there's any more difficulty other than the help features being enabled or not, but I'm doing the casual adventure because I just want to enjoy the game, basically.
Who has the power to outwit their own fate?
Ah, so beautiful.
As long as the gods steer the ship of time, there's one thing that's certain. The chains of Satinav will not break.
Okay, I don't know what those chains of Satinav are, but...
The days were happy for dreamy Andergast.
Sure we'll find out.
Peace with arch-enemy Nostria seemed to be within immediate reach. Nostria's queen was about to pay a visit.
Okay.
In order to prepare for the joyful occasion, the king had called the young lads of Andergast to take up a cheerful challenge.
And that's find the weakest guy in the bunch and push him into the pig trough sty water.
The oak leaf. He doesn't let go of the vicious dog.
Dogs are much smarter than that, Ulfried. They roll on their backs when they know they've lost. How about it, Geron? Are you giving up?
By the way, the guy getting pushed into the water is me. Well, not me.
Give him some air for a
Geron,
bit so he can make himself heard.
the protagonist. With a right click, Geron can examine his surroundings closer. With a left click, he can interact with his environment. Left click on Olgierd to talk to him.
I will.
Oh, that's so gross. Yuck.
What's that? I'm having trouble understanding you.
I will prevail.
No, Birdcatcher, you will lose. I'll explain the algebra to you. You'll have to find 4 copper oak leaves to win the contest. I, on the other hand, need 4 oak leaves made of brass. At the moment, you're just 1 oak leaf ahead of me, and given that Ulfried here will soon rid you of this oak leaf, you're at least 1 leaf short of victory. Or do you still think you can free yourself?
Okay. Use a right click to look at the hammer, and a left click to pick it up. There's the hammer. Let's right
The hammer
click.
won't help you one bit.
And left click.
My hammer.
Never mind him.
Why don't you just give up, Birdcatcher?
The hammer is now in your inventory. Drag the cursor to the lower edge of the screen to open the inventory. Try hitting Ulfried with the hammer. Left click on the hammer in the inventory to pick it up, then left click on Ulfried to hit him. And obviously, if you couldn't tell by this point, this is the tutorial of the game. So there's the trusty hammer, and let's click on that and whack Ulfried. Or not.
Will you stop?
Just imagine if the bad luck charmer wins and gets received by the king. Help me out here, Ulfried. What did the blind seer say back then, before he was burnt at the stake?
That Geron is evil.
I believe he said that Geron will bring us great misfortune. You have to consider the exact wording with prophecies, Ulfried.
Okay. It's interesting little information, I think. Anyway.
What if Geron curses us? They say he's got a dark gift.
Nonsense.
I don't know what the dark gift is, but maybe we'll find out. Geron has some minor magic talent. He can smash items with sheer willpower. Click left on the jug icon next to the inventory bar, then click on the item Geron is supposed to smash. Geron can only smash items that are highly fragile, like this clay jar. So this is the jug icon, this little guy down here. And we click that, and we click the jug. And we smash the jug and spill the wine. What a waste.
What the... Stop it! Do you want to bludgeon him to death? Just take the oak leaf and let's go.
Yes, they were indeed happy days for dreamy Andergast.
Yes,
Only
they
a few
were.
foresaw that soon nothing would be the same as it had been before.
Okay. I'm sure that's probably pretty true. Who's that strapping fellow with the awesome hair and beard?
What have you done to the cage? Leave it there. I'll fix it later.
Gwynling, I didn't break it.
Yes,
Gwynling.
yes.
It was Olgierd and his farmhands. They ambushed me and took my oak leaf. You know, the one for the oak leaf challenge. You hear? They destroyed the cage, not me.
That... It can't be.
But you know what? I'll win the contest anyway. I'll take back my oak leaf and I'll win. And then no one will taunt me anymore. What are you doing there anyway?
Geron, this nonsense isn't going to lead anywhere.
I don't want to spend my whole life...
Being just a hunter and a trapper like me, without a cage, you're not even that, you know.
Huh. Alright, now we have some dialogue options. And this is Gwynling, and he's picking up this dead bird. I don't know why, but maybe we'll find out. Let's start with the repair cage option.
Can you fix the cage?
Guess I'll have to. We're going to need it still.
Do we have a new job?
Job, he says. Before any of those hicks even begin to notice what's about to hit them, It'll be far too late.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the crows, Geron. The crows.
Those crows. I'm assuming that's a crow. I really like the art style in this game. It's kind of like it reminds me of a more or less cartoony version of the Whispered World, where it kind of has that same sort of oil kind of painting look, I guess. I don't know. I just really like it a lot. Tell me about the crows, Gwynling.
What's up with that dead crow?
I want to
dead.
know what brought them here.
That's easy. Winter is near. It's looking for warmth.
It's chock full of black bile.
That's disgusting. Thanks, Gwynling. It's trying to eat. Okay, challenge. Maybe you have some insight on that.
Once I've won the Oakleaf Challenge,
You're only earning scoffs and sneers for yourself.
the victor will be honored by the king.
Everyone remains in the place meant for them. When will you finally accept that?
Well, probably at the end of the game when we'll either be right where we started or in a much different place. Then we'll decide. Gwynling's exhaustion.
You seem tired. Why don't you go to bed?
Those dreams, they eat away at me and consume me. And those crows, those horrible creatures, they already feasted on the dead knight Ulderic's flesh. Something's afoot.
Afoot, you say? The game is afoot. That's what's afoot. Dark premonitions.
What dreams are those?
Eyes keep staring at me. Blind eyes. Like in the days when the seer was still alive.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. They're only dreams.
Gwynling,
See? That's what I mean.
you're scaring me, Gwynling. You sound a little paranoid. Crows again.
The crows prevent you from sleeping.
They're watching us. Don't look into their eyes. They look right into your soul, Geron.
I'm not afraid of a bunch of crows.
Until you hear the wings of Golgaris swoosh by.
Who says that Boron's soul bird can't be put in a cage as well?
Who's to say anything? Knight Ulderic.
How did Knight Ulderic die?
He was murdered.
The old man? Why would anyone do that?
Who knows? But he was one of those who finished off the seer back in the day.
Gwynling the seer has been dead for a long time now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we are getting a lot of information. Excuse me. Too much information. I'm getting tired. Alright, we'll talk about the seer and then we'll kind of recap what we've learned so far.
Will you please stop brooding over that seer already? He was burnt at the stake, right?
13 years ago.
Because he foresaw King Gwendolen's death.
That's not the reason why. He abducted children. Nobody knows why. Be that as it may, he had sinister plans for Andergast. He ordered legions of crows to conquer the town, or to destroy it. At least that's what they say.
And that's why you're rummaging through the innards of this bird?
His crows brought dark dreams with them.
Enough of those horror stories.
Okay, so maybe you can help me with the challenge. Obviously completely going on a different tangent here.
Will you help me with the Oakleaf Challenge?
Leave me alone with your tomfoolery. I've got more important things to do.
Those crows will still be here tomorrow. The challenge only lasts today.
Ugh. Him and his crows. Alright, so if I ask for help with the challenge, he'll repeat it. So we'll just quit this dialogue.
I have to run. My rivals aren't sleeping.
Okay, so this is Gwynling, and that's Garon. And basically, so far what we've learned is that there was a seer at one point who was burned at the stake for abducting children, and now these crows are coming in because of that. From what I gather anyway, I think I'm getting this story right. And then there was a Knight Ulderic who was a part of the seer's death, and now he's dead. And that doesn't, it sounds like that must be a more recent event. I don't remember them saying anything about it being, long ago. Like the seer's death was 13 years ago. Which I guess the number 13, bad omen. Crows are generally considered bad omens. So, and Garon is considered sort of a bad luck guy. I don't know how that he would bring ill fortune to the land. So I don't know how that's all going to relate to each other, but I'm sure we'll find out as we progress through the game. But let's kind of explore Gwynling's little room here. And to kind of show off the space bar trick, you just hit the space bar, and as you can see, you have these little orbs of light of various things you can interact with. So for instance, we can talk with Gwynling, or we can look at the painting, the walking cane, the glass bulb, and the broken cage. So obviously it's very helpful, because the way these games are set up, they kind of make the interactable items match with the background, so it doesn't pop out like other adventure games where it's very obvious that, like for instance this walking cane, it's very obvious that you would take that in other games, and this one it seems to kind of be part of the background. So that spacebar option really can be helpful if you're stuck. But let's start over here with this painting.
What's written here? The print is so small.
What are you doing there? Don't you have a task to attend to?
All right. Anything else we can do with the painting?
Gwynling rummaged through the whole room yesterday to find this drawing. And as always, he said nothing about what it means.
I can't really tell what it is. I'm kind of trying to look at it, and it doesn't really look like much of anything. It looks like maybe a map, or it could be an animal or something. I don't know. I just can't tell from this angle, and it's too far away, or it's too small for me to make out. So let's move on to the walking cane.
Gwynling's arthritis is getting worse and worse. Even with his walking cane, he doesn't leave his room much.
Ouch. Arthritis. Yucky. Can we take his cane?
I'll borrow your walking cane for a bit.
You don't need your walking cane. You have arthritis. No biggie. Let's take a look at this glass bulb.
What's brewing this time?
A remedy for those damn crows. But without fairy magic, it won't be of any use.
How do you know?
How does the wolf know how to hunt?
It's in his nature. I don't know. Can we take the glass bulb?
I told you to keep your hands off that. You'll probably just break it.
Okay, that guy is quite grumpy. Alright, how about the broken cage that we brought up?
Olgierd will have to suffer for this.
Aren't you two friends?
We haven't been for the last 10 years.
Interesting. So, Olgierd and Garon were friends at one point, except for up until 10 years ago anyway. Let's see if we can do anything with the broken cage.
Can't you wait until I've fixed it?
I guess not. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything else we can talk to Gwynling about?
Listen.
No. Okay.
I have to run.
Just thought maybe after looking at some of this stuff he might have something more to talk about, but he doesn't. Alright, let's head down the stairs.
I need to get my third oak leaf back from Olgierd, and I'll have to go to the castle gate and ask the chamberlain for the last riddle of the challenge.
Alright, so we need to go to the castle gate for the last riddle. Let's take a look around. This is my room, or Garon's room. Some birds up here, presumably ones that he caught because he is a bird catcher. And here's a picture of his parents.
Their picture is fading more and more. I hardly have any memories of them anymore.
Okay, so obviously they died quite a long time ago if the picture is fading and he doesn't have too many memories of them.
I'm going to succeed. You'll see. It's just that a few things aren't going the way they should at the moment, that's all.
No, by the way things look, it looks like it's more than a few things. I don't know about Gwynling and his relationship with Garon. Not sure about that one, if Gwynling adopted Garon or if Gwynling is, one of these people's, brother or something like that. Not sure. Okay, we have a clothes trunk. Let's take a look at that.
Too big for my possessions if you come to think of it.
Alright, and so it looks like just like any other good adventure game, starting off, we have a poor person or a person of low stature going to save the world, presumably. Let's take a look inside of our clothes trunk. And we have a flute.
I haven't played in many years.
And he looks directly at us like it's our fault that he hasn't played in many years. I'm sorry you haven't played in many years. I'm sure you're very talented. Let's take our flute. Play a sweet, sweet tune. Alright. We have a catapult.
I'm going to operate a real catapult sometime.
A toy
Peace with
catapult.
Nostria can only last for so long.
Alright, so we have Nostria and we have Andergast, and Grast, I think is what it was. So I'm guessing the Andergast is the town that we're in.
It can't launch anymore. The string has rotted away.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Wouldn't fun to play with it. We have our closet right here. I mean, it looks like this hinge might be broken.
Yindrik's father forged that for me when Yindrik and I were still friends.
Alright, let's see if we interact with it.
Hanging loose again, but I'll have to deal with that later.
Yes, we have oak leaves to find. Anything inside of our closet? Not that I can see, and nothing that's in there, and we can always just double check with the space bar. And there is nothing. But I did forget these guys. The oak leaves.
I've got 2 oak leaves. Olgierd has the 3rd, and the 4th one is still hidden. Let's go then.
Let's go. Let's take our oak leaves before we forget. Alright. And let's head outside.
Damn it, it has to be somewhere.
But the guard says he doesn't have it.
Shut up. Geron's over there. He might eavesdrop.
And we might indeed, but we'll eavesdrop in the next episode of Dark Eye Chains of Satinav. Until then.